All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Second of all, I want to give the honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to Ruel. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, All You Edomites Are Going Down Together. All right. And Lord Willis, brother, can see on the screen, I have this article here from the Daily Star. And it says, Putin says Russia is building the new world order right now. All right, the world would not be as it was before the special operation Russian President Putin said in his speech at the Planetary session of St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. So yeah, basically, the same old, song and dance. They believe that Russia and China, after the so-called West goes down, the Americas and Europe and all that, the European, after all that falls, basically that the next superpower, economic superpower is going to be Russia, going to be mainly China and Russia. Basically going to be Russia and China. Basically the BRIC nations, Russia, China, what is it? Brazil, I think Russia, China, and what's the other one? India, and I think South Africa, if I ain't mistaken. All right, believe that they're going to be the next power. With the main two superpowers are going to supposed to be Russia and China. All right, which are both heathen ran nations. All right, the Russians are Edomites. All right, who mainly this lesson is focused on the Edomites, the current rulers of this world. All right, and of course the Chinese are the Moabites. All right, but yeah, all you Edomites are going down together. All right, the whole house of Edom is going down together when the Lord Yahweh Shai returns. All right, and sets up His kingdom. All right, which is the nation of Israel kingdom, which like it says in Romans the 8th chapter, it said that we're joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. So it's going to be the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's. All right, and again the nation of Israel, which the Lord Yahweh Shai is an Israelite, the king of the, uh, the king of the Israelites, one of the great kings of the Israelites. All right, which the two kings are really Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, our gods, our powers. All right, he's going to come back and take down all these nations. All right, all of the nations are going to fall to the Lord Yahweh Shai, especially the current rulers of this kingdom, which are the whose kingdom this is, the Edomites. All right, which again the Russians are Edomites. All right, so I don't want to make this too long at all. I'll just go straight into it. Right, Slocky brothers. Because once America's destroyed, all right, which is the headquarters, you can say, of Esau's kingdom. Once America's destroyed, all Esau's strongholds are going down. All right. Of course, America, which is Babylon the Great, which is ran by Edomites, is going down. That whole European Union and NATO, all right, nation things, or the whole, that whole European, NATO and the EU, the beast, which are all ran by Edomites. All those nations are ran by Edomites, is going down. And the Russians, which are also Edomites, even though they're not a part of the beast system, they're not a part of NATO or the EU, they're going down too because they're Edomites. The whole house of Edom is going down. All right. So Russia is not going to be. Russia is not setting up a new world order. All right. They're all going to go down when the Lord Yahweh Shai comes back. All right. This is Saint Matthew chapter 12 verse 25. And Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Right. Because really the Russians and the West, what they call it, the Americas and Europe and all of that, and Russia, they're all really supposed to be on teams with each other. They're all supposed to come together. All right. Because they're all in the same house. They're all of the nation of Edom. They're all Edomites. All right. Like the Ukrainians and the Russians, they're really supposed to be on teams. They're not supposed to be fighting each other. They're tearing. Well, the Russians are killing them, but um, they're taking each other out, with Russia doing most of the damage, doing most of the killing. But they're supposed to be on teams. They're all Edomites. All right, they're supposed to be joined together. But the Most High has put that division um amongst the house of Edom. The scriptures say, given to them was a great sword that they should kill one another. And we're going to get that in Revelation 6, one of my favorite scriptures. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Right? So again, the Russians and America and Europe and all of them, all Edomite ran nations, they're supposed to all be on teams. They're all supposed to come together. All right, but again, the Lord put that division amongst them. And every city or house, the house of Edom, is divided against against. It's like it divided against itself shall not stand. Right? It shall not stand. So when the Lord Yahushua comes back, he's taking down all the Edomite strongholds. All right. America, of course, is going to be destroyed. That NATO and EU system is going to be brought down, and the Russians are going to be brought down, and all the other nations like China and Japan, the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Hamites, they're all going to go down. All right. Verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, which Satan is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right. So his kingdom's not going to stand. Because again, really all the Edomite ran nations should be on teams with each other. They should all join together. All right, but again, the Most High has put that division amongst them to fight each other and ultimately to destroy each other. This is Revelation chapter 6, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 1. So like here, Revelation chapter 6, verse 1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, come and see. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth to conquering and to conquer. Right? Who was that? The Lord Yahushua, who the world of ignorance calls Jesus. All right. That white horse is a so-called UFO. All right, which the Lord's coming back. With just like the scriptures say, with the host of heavens, which are the other angels, and going to take Esau down, the so-called white race down. All right, which are really the Edomites. All right. So he went forth conquering to conquer. He's going to conquer the whole house of Esau, including the Russians. All of them, all the Edomites are going to go down, go into slavery. All right. Verse 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard a second beast saying, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, which just represents Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, which Esau has done. All right. All the Edomite nations have done. You see what Russia is doing to their own brother, the Ukrainians. All right. Hey, they taking peace from them. They over there invaded their land. You saw what America's been doing throughout history. They've been running around from country to country, land to land, stealing it. All right, occupying it, setting up garrisons in the land. All right, tearing up the infrastructure there. They taking peace from the earth. All the whole house of Esau is guilty of that, taking peace from the earth. Again, look at what the Russians are doing now and what they've done throughout their history. All right. And again, America's track record speaks for itself. As long as America has existed, I forget the exact number, but pretty much they've been at war. So they definitely taken peace from the earth. All right. Great Britain and all of that. They're constantly fighting. They've constantly taken peace from the earth. I'll say. All right. That's what Esau was set up to do. All right. And all the Edomites have done that. Him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All the Edomite ran nations have done that, to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and they was given right that they should kill one another. They're going to destroy each other. All right. And there was given unto him a great sword. Right. And it was given to them a great sword, which ultimately the sword is going to be their demise. Their blessing was the sword, but ultimately the sword is going to be their demise. All right, because America is going to shoot, because Russia is going to shoot missiles on America, right along with a bunch of other nations. All right, and destroy America. And once America is destroyed, that's the end of Esau Edom's empire. Once America is destroyed, well, it is. Once America is destroyed, that's the end of Esau's reign of terror. Because with that, when Babylon the Great, which is America, is destroyed, all these other nations are going down with them. All right, the whole house of Esau and all the other nations. All right, the Lord Yahushua is going to come and conquer. All right. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire. Right, so like, let me start a little further. Let's start at 11. Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, which is that same white horse from Revelation 6, a so-called UFO. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he do a judge and make war. Right, because he's bringing war to the Edomites and these other nations. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. Right, because he's coming to conquer all these nations, especially the house of Esau. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh. And the armies which were in heaven followed upon him upon white horses, clothed in fine and white linen, Salakia, white and clean, which that's the Lord Yahweh Shai, again coming with the host of heavens, the other angels. To get a better description of that, you can read 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right, verse 15. And out of his mouth goeth forth a sharp sword, and with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the Almighty power. All right, so the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to come and take down the whole house of Esau, man. All right, the whole house of Esau is going to fall. So the Russians ain't going to be the next superpower. Moab ain't going to be the next superpower. The next superpower will be the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which is the kingdom of Israel. All right. The kingdom of heaven is only for the Israelites. This is Obadiah chapter 1. Matter of started 1, I'm going to jump down to 18. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 18. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom, the whole house of Esau, which the Russians are Edomites too. All right. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sitting among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathens, thou art greatly despised. All right, everybody hates the Edomites. All right, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Right, even the Russians, all the Edomite nations are proud. Putin clearly just came out. He clearly said came out and just said in that article that yeah, we're already building the new world order. Now they're not considering the Lord. All right, they think they're gonna when they come into power, it's gonna be their turn to rule, and they're gonna rule forever. The scriptures say that inward thoughts of their house shall continue forever. That includes the Russians too, because they're Edomites too. But you're all gonna go down. And have deceived, and have deceived thee, and thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right, and they have the same attitude, man. The Russians have the same attitude. Once they think once the so-called West is out of the way, America and Europe and all that is out of the way, that they're gonna be in power next. All right, but it ain't gonna happen. Jumping down to verse 18, in the house of Salakia, I'm missing the part. Key point is in 18, but hold on, I want to read one more part. Oh, here it is, 19. I'm at verse 9, so like it. And thy mighty men, O Tevan, which are the Germans, which will be counted as the West, what they call the so-called West, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau, everyone in the mount of Esau, may be cut off by slaughter. Right, so everyone in the house of Esau is going to be cut off by slaughter, and that includes the Russians. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Right, they hate Jake too, man. All right, the whole house of Esau hates Jake. It ain't just the American Edomites or the European Edomites. All right, it's all the Edomites. The Edomites in Australia, the Edomites in Russia, All right, so on and so forth. All right, that thou shalt be cut off from slacking. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Right, thou shalt be cut off forever. All right. Let me jump down to verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Right? That includes the Russians, all of them. After they served captivity for 1,000 years, y'all going to be rounded up and burnt up. And they should kindle in them Salakia and devour them, and there should not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. Right? There should not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has spoken it, man. All right. So all you Edomites are going to be destroyed, man. All right, every last one of you Edomites are going to be demolished. All right. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close it up. Like I said, I ain't want to make it too long at all, but yeah, the Russians ain't gonna come into power next, man. All you Edomites are gonna fall. This is your kingdom that you're in right now, the end of your kingdom. All right. And again, you all should be on teams. You all should join together, but too bad, so sad. The Lord divided you, and you're gonna destroy each other. And then next thing you know, you're gonna wake up in chains. All right, all of you Edomites. Putin's gonna be in the field with Joe Biden. All right, digging ditches, man. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, the belongers, to my elders and apostles of great millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.